welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast. This is Laser the Mic Podcast, the number one podcast for quality, improvised infotainment. My name is Olagere Olive, and of course, as usual, I have my lovely co-host, Easy Money and Brushy. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Yo, what's up, LDA tribe? It is your one and only Easy with the MANIE, working with you today. What's good, people? It's been a while.
So welcome people, welcome on my LDM tribe. It's nice to be here again, and as you all know, my name is Adekunle Precious, and it's about time we came.
Yes, it's about time. So if you're listening to this podcast via any of our social media platforms, you're listening via Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever platform you're listening from, please do well to hit the subscribe or follow button. And if you're listening to the audio of this podcast via any of our podcasting platforms, be it Spotify, Apple Podcast, please do well to hit the subscribe or follow button. Thank you. We're talking about, or we're asking the question, as asking and answering the question, is what you post on social media a reflection of who you are? We've asked this question severally, and actually this question or this trend has been going on Twitter for a while, on social media as a whole for a while.
Okay, personally, I would say I would not absolutely say that it's a reflection of who a particular person is, because I've noticed something over time, aside from the fact that personally you post what you have interest in.
Okay.
It's something that you like, you fancy, that you want to post out there. So definitely if you feel like this thing is a part of me, so that is why you want to put it out there. But I've discovered something aside from that some people post what they are not, but they feel like it's interesting or okay. Do you understand? Peradventure, I don't smoke, but somebody is smoking and having a particular vibe that I'm like, this vibe is just crazy, it's mad. Do you understand?
Like people that post, what's the name of this guy? Speed Darlington,
yeah.
Yes.
So imagine that you just post, it's not who you are.
Okay.
You get, but you just like the vibe, like I said, interest, something that fascinates you. You get, so it's just fascinating. So you post it. So it doesn't entirely mean that you are posting who you are, or what you are posting is a reflection of who you are. I feel like it is a matter of interest.
Okay.
You might have interest in something that you don't like, just for part. I mean, a part of it is just something that just fascinates. It's just fascinating, and then it just has your interest in it, and then you want to post it. It doesn't mean that it is who you are. Do you understand? So I think it's a matter of interest and not entirely.
Okay, Pressure, what do you think?
Look, I feel like your internet personality is different from your real life person.
Okay.
I can go online now and start quoting scriptures and all that stuff, and offline I don't even.
Very bad.
It's not even bad. Yeah, I don't even have a spiritual life.
Oh.
People actually do that.
Do that a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go online every Sunday like this, they just post Christian content. Meanwhile, they did house, they know they go to church. So like most, as this said earlier, they just feel it is cool.
Yeah.
And they're just posting. They just feel like, okay, this thing is cool, and actually I'm not doing this. So I feel like I might just want a certain people on the internet to have a particular impression about me. And actually, I'm not that thing. I'm just painting that impression.
What you want them to know.
Like what I want them to think of me. You understand? I have people that post sex content. And you think they are getting lead. Bro, these guys are not getting lead.
Yeah, they are not getting lead. I'm telling you.
I was telling one guy that you post way too much sex content for someone that is not getting lead. Because every time you post, I'm like, bro, I know you.
It is when you do it that you're supposed to be posting, and this person not this.
So I see people that they'll be like, oh, this guy is a bad guy and stuff like that. If you have people that run WhatsApp TVs that does something about sex content in real life, those people might not really even have a good sexual life.
Might be introvert.
Exactly. You see people that they are 100% introvert, but online, like you'll be feeling like if I meet this guy that will get vibes. So you're actually looking forward to meeting this kind of person. Then you meet the person. This person is a old ass boring nigga offline.
Yeah.
So it's just like that. So most times people just post stuff because they want you to see them as a particular thing. They just want to paint the kind of impression
in your mind about them.
But meanwhile they're actually different. So me, I don't really feel like whatever we post is a kind of reflection of what, but at times it might be.
I think to an extent it's actually what you think of that you put out to people.
I think just like we've already highlighted to now interest or what you fancy, and then what you want others to think of you,
and who you actually are,
and who you are. Yeah, I think that's 3. I think some people also want to create an impression. They create an impression. They know these people. This is not who I am, but they want to let these people think that
this is who I am. Oh.
Yeah, just like fitting in. Imagine, there was a time we spoke about some persons. We live in a world now where some persons cannot openly come out to say, "I am still a virgin." Do you understand? They can't openly come out to say it, but because of the way the society has already
painted it, like it's
so imagine, so I cannot come out and so I want to be out there and then I'll be posting things and so people will think that I am not. So
like I'm exposed. Yes, I'm already the one. I'm also a body.
And that's not who I am. Yeah. It's just like you said, 2 different personalities: the realistic part of you and then your online personality.
But I think to an extent, what you post still somehow reflect who you are.
Yes, I think because there's a reflection.
Exactly, because it's what you think in your mind. I think most of the time is this kind of fantasy we have about ourselves.
Yeah,
is what we really actually want people to, or like bringing out your fantasy to the world for people to see what is actually in your head. You understand? Yeah. But then I want to ask a question. What do you think about ladies that actually dress a certain kind of way online, but they are not who they actually are, or they are not who they paint themselves to be?
Ladies.
Yes. Okay, let me give an instance. You see, there's one time that this comedian, this content creator, Miraji, actually came out to, she gave a 2 cents about her opinion on women and how they expose their bodies and all of that, and then people came out saying, "Oh, leave women and their bodies alone. You don't tell a woman what to do with her body." Blah 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 blah. So I want to ask, women that actually come outside that dress a certain kind of way, that expose their body and all of that, do you think that's who they are? I don't know if you get my question. Do you think that's who they are? Actually, and there's one time I even saw on Twitter, someone posted that because of the kind of pictures she has been posting, men have been coming to her DM, blah 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 blah, asking how much for a night, all those kind of things. Do you think? I don't know.
I think let me say something. I think now we're talking about dressing. Yeah, dressing is a deliberate act. You get, so whenever you are dressing, it comes with a lot of intentionality. You look at yourself in the mirror, and you look at the mirror, you know what you're comfortable with, you know what you're not comfortable with.
Yeah.
If you know a certain part of you is exposed and your conscience does not rub you the wrong way enough to think that place should be covered, and then you post it, you feel okay enough to post it. I feel you want them to see that part.
That means they're very intentional about it.
Yes,
that's who they are.
That is who they are. That's what I'm saying.
That's the market of their
Yes, that is who they are.
Oh.
They'll just want to maybe they'll want to cushion a mindset in the mind of people to say, okay,
I'm not this kind of person.
But it is who you are. Come on, you edit your videos. You see the recurring appearances of this video. There's no way you tell me that you don't see your cleavage. There's no way you tell me you don't see your breasts. There's no way you tell me you don't see a part of it that is exposed. When you edit this video, when you review it over and over again,
before letting people see.
You understand? Before letting people see.
Yeah.
So there's no way you tell me. It is intentional, it is deliberate, and you know what it is. So there's no two ways about it.
Me, I actually feel like the fact that a lady is posting a particular like kind of pictures that is exposing or videos that expose a part of her does not mean she's actually like a kind of trying to attract men to her weight and coming. But I'm of judgment that most times the reason why these women come out and tell us that men are in a DM doing this and that because the particular man they want is not
the person that
is not the if the person they are interested in is kind of flirting or reacting towards that kind of pictures, I'm very sure they will not come online and start saying stuff like because men they are going that they're going to be this one like
I think it's even mostly single ladies that are actually very single, apart from the ones that are in a relationship that their partners actually love the way they dress or they are cool with the way they dress or so ever. But then I think it's mostly single ladies that are actually trying to get the attention of someone they like.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
trying to get their attention, they actually dress that way for them. Once the moment that person gives them that attention,
Yeah.
then they go back to factory sets.
Because
I doubt
see,
that.
no. See, this dressing of a thing. I'm not saying here that it is who they are, that they are like this, but I'm saying that before this appearance comes out or came out, you knew that this part of it is not a mistake. So whatever reaction that you get afterwards, you should just take it.
Okay.
Because over time, when we started growing up, there's this. Women don't sit and open their legs. There's this thing they normally do where their hand is always on their scale. Like you see the way women, before you know, you see them like this and all that, adjusting and all that. You see them. There's a way women behave. Do you understand? So for you to not even put all of those things on check, you are posting a video, or you are appearing, or like there was this picture that I saw on, like I think during the AFCON. The Côte d'Ivoire girl that was exposing her body, and I'm like, somebody was telling me that this girl female. And I was like, what are you saying? Can you see what this girl is wearing? There's no way you tell me that you are leaving the house and you don't like camera is on you and you feel ashamed when you see a video like that, a picture like that. You knew when you were leaving the house that this is the way I am looking. So you should not. To me, it's deliberate. It might not be who you are, but you knew very well that this is what is coming out.
But I feel like this whole shit still boils down to this case trap stuff. We have girls
They're
that
exactly.
Like looking at, I don't get that will just come online. They'll post videos. They might not be wearing just a particular clothing that will just cover just their boobs, their stomach. Then I know something that they will be rubbing their boobs and stuff.
Okay.
I'll be like, why do you have to do this and post online? Because why are you massaging your boobs? You are making videos and you are still posting it online for the whole world to see.
That is the stress traffic now.
I know now. So,
And you're to get attention.
So
it is corroborating with what you said. Everything is test trapping, but it now depends on who
is your sport.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's actually a reflection of who they are.
Is it this part?
You are trying to tell people that, or you are trying to sell it to a particular person or people.
No, it might not be a reflection. No, it might not be a reflection. No, it might not be a reflection of that. It's a reflection of what you want, not who you are.
What you want is not who you are.
No, what you want is not you, man.
How is it different?
You might be hungry for something that you are not usually used to eating. What you want is not who you are.
I think it's who you are.
What you want? No, what you want.
You cannot be a
smoker. You cannot be a smoker and like somebody who smokes. You might be somebody who don't pray a lot, and then you want somebody who prays so that person will just strengthen the relationship with who you are. You understand? You might want something else outside the box. Most people don't like people being like myself. I don't like somebody who we have the same relationship. Like we have the same, the same characteristics. There's like everything about me is the same thing about
just
this person. Exactly. So that there will be something interesting about me that you don't have, and there will be something interesting about you that I don't have. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I feel like it is all about what they want. It is what they want and not who they are. It might actually be who they are and not, but to me, I think I have two perspectives about it. It might be who they are and they are attracting they are just putting out there who they are. But I also think that it might not be who they are, but who they want that they are trying to attract.
Bro, so things.
I think it's even three. I think it's three. The first thing is who they are, what they want, or what they are trying to get, or the attention they are trying to seek. And also
or their interest,
and
they just like that particular
or the kind of impression they are trying to paint in the minds of people about who they are, which can be who they actually are or not.
Yeah.
And then the third one is who they actually are. You cannot deceive yourself now.
No, you cannot deceive yourself. A wise man once told me that there are three people that know yourself: God, Satan, and you. You know yourself very well. You know.
Who does Satan know you?
Satan knows you. That's why it's easy to get.
He knows your weakness. He knows what you like and what you don't like.
The kind of content that we put out, you think it has a way it affects us in the future? Most especially for people that want to, have dreams of
branding themselves.
Yes, branding themselves, be going into politics and all of that.
Or applying for a particular role.
Oh yes, applying for a particular role and all of that. Do you think it somehow affects us? Because there are now companies that ask ask for social media handles.
And
They will go through it, yes, to know the kind of person that you are before they employ you.
Yes.
And then if you have implicating content
that is contradicting.
that is controversial, contradicting their standards, contradicting what they stand for, they don't employ you. And then there's something I also want to highlight. During that AFCON, when we were playing AFCON, the AFCON whatsoever, yes, competition. During the time when we were trailing other countries, somebody posted, she was also trying to troll them in a very positive way. I don't know how to say it. She said, I hope
in a mild way,
yes, not too brutal. Yes, friendly, and also a band, like a friendly band, something like that. She was like, I hope this does not stand again or work, or this does not affect me when I'm trying to apply for visa to your country. But then she went ahead to throw our bands. So I think somehow it's actually that. What do you think?
I feel it does affect, because at some point, as celebrities, there's some kind of scandal you get in companies that are working for you, that you're working for as ambassador or so, that they'll start dropping you because they feel like what you are portraying currently is against their standards.
Yeah.
So it's normal. And I think there was one tweet that one guy made. The guy applied to, I don't know if it's UBA or Zenith Bank. He applied to UBA or Zenith Bank. Then the HR had to go through his Twitter, and they saw where he was cursing UBA that go better for now, papa, for money, or something like that. The person brought out this thing, and it was like the HR to show him that he made this tweet, and Joshua did not say anything. I said that was that did not call him back after the interview. So it was himself that he retweeted it, and he was saying that this nonsense tweet, now not make
me get the job
or something like that. So at times people just like they just do it because they just want to have a kind of reflection. So at times I feel like you should still be careful about stuff we put out on the internet.
We have to be careful, but then everybody, with the kind of generation we are in now, everything now is content.
No.
Everything, there's nothing like privacy. People don't filter what they put out there. They just put it based on how they feel, their immediate emotions. They just let it out on social media like that.
I feel like they all think that everything that evolves. I know one thing about Gen Zs. I'm sorry now, I'm pointing out Gen Zs. They always feel or think that whatever it is they are putting out there just evolves around them. They don't think about the aftermath or the future. And so I think it comes along with just the young, youthful age. Most of us make these mistakes most of the time. That guy you just mentioned, when I said I've done that when he was very young, I'm pretty sure that he as of now will be smart enough not to do something like that, because you don't know where tomorrow will lead you to.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I think young adults we normally do this. I think I've done this sometimes. Most times I've done this.
I get about, because I feel like most of us, or we Gen Zs now, we have this kind of I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah.
And it's actually ruining a part of us that we might not see now. Okay, for example, now people that their sex tape got leaked or their news get leaked out. Imagine me growing up, or probably your daughter or your son growing up,
and get to see something like that.
Yeah. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Do you know what the kind of impression the child would have about you? And also, I was seeing one tweet one day like that. A guy, a person, I don't know, maybe a head of a department in a company. He posted an email he got from someone that was serving as an intern in his company. That was during ASU strike. So immediately ASU called off strike. Instead of the guy to just like calmly send a mail that school don't resume, I want to resume back to school, and I really thank you for accepting me, taking me as an intern and all of that. I gained something like that, the kind of constructive way of
just putting it out
formal constructive letter.
Yeah. Next thing he just said, OT law.
I think
bro, then later you might actually need those people recommendation in the future now.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is me that you are sending OT law to, that you want me to give a positive recommendation.
I want to put this in. So we're talking about this, the rights that the things that we do immediately or instantaneously might actually have a negative outcome afterwards.
Yeah.
I want to paint out this scenario for us. I think we will recall when I say it. How about when Ronaldo was on an interview, and then there was a bottle of Coke right in front of
and then
and there was a bottle of Coke right in front of him, and he had just said, and we all know full well that Coke lost customers and money that period. So how is something like that going to affect the future of somebody like Ronaldo? Somebody who is already made, somebody who is already
See, everything
and a well-established.
okay. Do you know why Coke lost money?
Yeah.
Ronaldo is a public figure.
Yeah.
Ronaldo himself is money.
Okay. I'm talking about. Okay.
He already has an image that everyone likes.
Okay.
You understand? There is nothing. I don't think there is anything implicating that you can find of Ronaldo that you can use against him.
Okay.
You understand? As a person or a brand.
There are things that you can use against him as a person.
There
is a lot.
But then he has already his achievement has covered.
Yeah, he's a big man.
Yeah, he's a big man.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to say is,
Yes.
what I'm trying to point out here is that
Okay.
I think there might not be penalties attached to those persons who are made and they do these things, and I feel like as at now there is no reprimand to that action for him because he's already a brand. He's already an established personality.
The other person is that all these rules you are giving does not.
It does not affect them.
Like trust fund kids. Trust fund if just wake up one morning and say I'm not coming to your company again. And the papa go link am up with one company and for
that's what I'm trying to say.
So there's no people like that.
Things too.
But we
never made.
Struggling.
You are
trying to put yourself out there. You just start making nonsense.
And again, about what we put on, about what we post online again, I have something to say about it. There are some persons that they actually like post out content that make them vulnerable. Like you are posting a lot of too much information. You are posting
about
too much information about yourself, and there are people that will be reading this stuff, and in a way you are portraying your weakness. You are being vulnerable, and at times there are people that they are manipulative. I'm talking about, okay, let me just say I'm making reference to ladies now. You are posting particular content about like as if you are love starved. Every time someone is living your life, you are regretting that someone have done this. Yeah. You are kind of showing how vulnerable you are. Yeah. A manipulative dude can just come from nowhere
and take advantage
and like to play on the little information that he has gotten from your posts.
Yeah.
Then in turn he's taking advantage. As I'm saying this now, I'm picturing like 3 persons from my WhatsApp that they do this a lot.
I think we have 1 or 2 persons that lives around our CLs.
Yes, around our CLs. I have like 3 like this that as I'm saying, in fact, like I even got to know these things because of what they post. Naturally, I don't
have idea exactly.
As they once she makes this post, I be like, why is this girl?
I feel like they're doing it to attract self-pity, to attract pity. They want
that way. And if someone that is manipulative can get them, the person would like. In fact, that one go even go finish them. You understand? So if I go through outbreak, I feel like just call certain persons or meet with someone physically, talk and get better. If you want to cry. But posting about a lot of stuff on your
they are waiting for somebody to euthanize them. So come and finish them off.
So
yeah, we actually filter down what we post, the kind of impression that we create in people's mind or we create out there, because somehow it reflects back to us. Through, either you like it or not, it actually reflects back to us one way or the other. And then whenever we make a post or the kind of content that we create, we should always have the future in mind. We shouldn't just post based on immediate emotions.
Pour out our weaknesses.
Exactly. Pour out our weakness. I don't think it's necessary. Sometimes there are things that you should keep to yourself. Yeah. You understand? It's not everything.
I'm not the only one suffering. Everybody
they suffer. I'm telling you. Everybody have their own problem. Everybody is going through one issue or the other. You understand? But there are some things that we don't even need to put out there on social media. People don't need to have opinions
on certain issues that concern
exactly.
It's
none of their business. Please don't give room to people to talk about or to say things that they are not supposed to say about you. Exactly. It's not necessary. It's not important. Their opinions is not valid. No time. So please, let's try as much as possible to, like I said, filter down whatever we post on social media. Okay, so we've spent enough time on the pod. This is where we draw the content, and I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did. Please do not forget to follow us on our social media handles: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. at Laser the Mic Podcast. Instagram is laser_the_mic_podcast. Please do also follow, like, and share. So if you are listening to this podcast on audio via any of our podcasting platforms, be it Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, whatsoever podcasting platform you are listening from, please do also like, share, subscribe, and follow. Very important. Please subscribe and follow. If you are listening watching on YouTube, please also do well to subscribe and follow. I hope you enjoyed this content. Till we come your way next time with another amazing content. This is the #1 podcast for quality improvised infotainment. To all our LDM tribe, thank you for watching. My name is Alagere Olive, and of course, my co-host Izzy Mani and Pressure will sign out.